Great morning, great morning, great morning. I am Nicole D. Jones, and I'm just happy and grateful for another day. I'm happy and grateful for life. I'm happy and grateful for you. I say it all the time. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being willing to come and meet me here on, let me move this down a little bit, on Monday mornings. I don't take it for granted. I don't take it lightly. Thank you for being accountability to me. So, of course, you know that we are healthy, we're wealthy, we're prosperous, and everything that our hands go to touch, it must, it shall, and it will manifest, prosper, and grow great things. And it is doing that because we are learning to be the best versions of us unapologetically. We're learning that our original DNA is spirit first. And as we tap into that place, we can do nothing but be great because we were created out of greatness, okay? This is like so simple, yet we make it complex. We make it complex, all right? So I'm just here to remind you today. And y'all, I promise I got notes here. But I don't feel like this is what I'm supposed to share today. I don't feel that way, all right? Last week, we talked about impression and expression, because see, everything is the mind. Okay, we got to understand that the battlefield's in the mind. All right, the battlefield's in the mind. We don't fight against each other. We don't fight against the cares of the world. We fight in here because it comes up with a thought. If you get upset with somebody, it is a choice for you to either decide, is this just some foolishness? Is this some foolery? Or do I want to be a fool? Okay? It's your decision. This is why I keep saying, like, we got to work on self-control. We got to learn to work on ourselves because we can't control anyone else. We can't control anything else. Okay? So when we begin to start shifting our thought process and our mindset and put it in the right perspective, that is how, to me, this is how we take dominion. This is how we take our territory. The things that have been promised to us by being heirs of Abraham. These are the things that come to us. These are the things that are due us. You have to understand. See, when you get to a point where you begin to understand who you are and you truly begin to understand whose you are, you begin to understand that there is an inheritance that was left for you before you were even in your mother's womb. Okay, so you got to get to a place where you're okay, where you accept, where you embrace, where you believe that you are a spirit being with soul wrapped in this flesh. So you want to get back to your original DNA. All right. See, we go and we do this ancestry because we want to know our bloodline. But I need for you to understand that your bloodline is from the cross. It's before your mother and father naturally. So when you start tapping into those places, man, you realize that your inheritance, that your legacy, that it is so much bigger than you can even think or imagine. That's why the battlefield is in your mind. Okay? So we're learning now that the battlefield's the mind, that the conscious part is where we battle, we war, we fight. We got to learn how to make conscious decisions because that's the impressions. That's where we get our thoughts. That's where we get the impressions of what we're going to do. The subconscious mind is where we really live, we dwell, where the soul is. That's where all that goes in, the subconscious mind, and all the subconscious mind can do is express. We talked about all this last week. I got to put those videos up. I promise I'm going to do it this week. All right. So it's in our subconscious where you create. All right. So whatever we think, whatever we take, whatever we believe, it goes into your subconscious mind and then you express it out. You believe that you're angry and bitter, then your words is nasty. All right. You believe that you happy and you jolly, then you're gonna have love. You're gonna have all these different things. So you got to remember, it's from the conscious mind. It's from your conscious place where the impressions come. All right. It's the things that we consciously see, the things that we're aware of, the things. It's where the thoughts start. All right. So you at work with your coworker and they just did something crazy. You'll be like, no, she didn't. Right? Okay, it goes into your mind. You saw the action. For every action, there's a reaction. So you're like, as Danielle say that what now? Say what then? Whatever. Okay, because it's crazy. That's the impression. But what do you believe? What are you about to do with what just happened? Once you believe, oh, see, I'm gonna have to go ahead and lay these hands on her, and I ain't talking about prayer. Your subconscious mind takes what you say, and then you go hit her. Because now in your subconscious, it's got to express whatever you just impressed it with. Okay? See, I need y'all to grab this. Because the first thing we want to do is we want to make it seem like we can't control ourselves. We are not beasts. We are not animals. Okay? That is not true. Self-control. You do possess it. All right? You have the strength to walk in self-control, but you got to understand that it's a gift that has to be perfected. It's a tool that has to be sharpened, okay? And no one can control you but you. When you learn to control yourself, when you learn to control your actions, you'll stop giving your control to other people, okay? Catch that, all right? So the subconscious will take the impression and then it gives the expression. So whatever you think, this is why I say, I am so happy and grateful now that I have another day. See, I'm happy and grateful right now that I woke up. I'm happy and grateful right now that I have an opportunity to right my wrongs. I'm happy and grateful now because I understand as long as I can be happy and grateful, the places where I'm heavy, the places where things ain't lining up, the places where I don't understand, I can begin to take those thoughts captive, everything that is trying to destroy me. Because I need you to understand that everything that happens in your journey, at the end, there is an adversary that wants to kill, steal, and destroy you. All right? The game never changes. So I am so happy and grateful now that I have another day. I'm so happy and grateful now that my circle is healthy. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am loved. And because I am loved, I give love. I'm so happy and grateful now that even though this person stabbed me in my back, I am not going to take the knife and I'm not going to stab them back. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm going to let the haters hate because all they're going to do is help me appreciate. I'm so happy and grateful now. Okay? I'm saying this because I need you to understand any negative thing, we talk about frequencies, vibrations, all of this, right? Anything that's trying to come to you negatively, I need to understand that you are the best version of you. When you do it through a posture of submission and humility, never arrogance and pride, you can take anything. You can take everything that is trying to hold you captive and you can turn it around. There is life and death, power and authority, all of that in your tongue. So you can turn it around. You ain't never gonna amount to nothing. See, somebody come tell you that. You ain't gonna be nothing. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm everything that I need to be already. And that everything that I walk out, it just makes it greater. I'm so happy and grateful now that even if what I see right now don't look right, I'm gonna go ahead and walk away from it because I know it's greater later, because I'm great. Okay? Believe it. Have faith, but believe it. All right? So here's the thing. We talked about that. You got to master self-control of your thoughts and your feelings. When you can do that, it's the highest achievement you can have. All right? I'm not discrediting what you have. I'm not discrediting your school time. I'm not discrediting if you're a doctor. I'm not discrediting if you're none of that. But the highest achievement for me is self-control. Because in every title that I have, in every diploma that I get, if I don't know how to act right, it's not going to grow and prosper. Okay? If you have your doctorate and you are a therapist, If you don't have self-control, you won't have patience. Okay? So your highest achievement is self-control. I need y'all to get this. All right? When we learn to get back to who we are, when we learn, who are you? Who are you? Loved by God. I done told y'all that. Somebody asks you who you are. I am not Jaden's mother. I am not Kadacia's mother. I'm not James's wife. Before all those things, because I do play those roles, I am loved by God. Period. Okay? And because I'm loved by him, I'm created in his likeness and his image. I'm loved by him. I want to know him. I want a relationship with him. I want to know who I am. I want to sit with my Father and ask questions on who I am, why I'm the way that I am. How can I be the best version of me? What do I continue to do to live out my purpose, because I am purpose? I told y'all, we're not looking for purpose. We are purpose. All right. So here's the thing. It's Meal Prep Monday. And I just want to encourage you today. I want to encourage you today. All right. It's the month of August. That's the Leo. That's the lion. I need for you to find your roar. Okay. What do I mean by that? I need for you to find your voice. I need for you to begin to speak things. All right. I need for you to understand what faith really looks like. All right. Here's the thing. Because when you can get your mouthpiece, when you can get your word, when you can start speaking prophetically, see, speaking prophetically, speaking by faith, speaking these things, it doesn't have to, I'm not talking about you got to walk in the office of a prophet. Don't get so deep. All right. You can speak things as though they are. In that faith. So you got to find your roar for the Leo season. All right. You don't have to be a Leo. You don't have to be, my sister's a Leo. Shout out to the Leos. All right. It's the month of August. But we all have a roar because we all have a voice. We all have dominion over territory. So it's Meal Prep Monday. I'm trying to shift your perspective and your mind for you to understand the authority and the power that you truly walk in. You can speak things out. I got stuff going on right now that I just refuse to get caught up in what I see. I'm going to stay caught up in what I see. I'm going to speak them out because at the end of the day, nothing happens by chance or surprise to Jehovah God, just to us. So he already knows if this is for me or if it's not. I won't get caught up on a thing. I won't get caught up on a house. I won't get caught up on an attitude. I won't get caught up on people's opinions. Listen, either it's for me or it's not. So let me get caught up on where I'm supposed to be. Let me find my roar and let me speak positive, never negative. All right. Let me learn how to sift out the things that don't line up with who I am. So here's the thing. You got to find your voice. All right. Then you got to receive it. You got to learn how to confess it. You got to learn how to, if it's something that you need, listen, we're supernatural in a natural space. You got to get to a point where you learn how to activate, where you can pull the supernatural into the natural, because you have all power and authority to do such. If you're doing it in a posture of submission and humility, not arrogance and pride, then your heart posture is right and you will receive it. Oh, gosh. So you find your voice, you receive it, you do confessions, and then you have violent faith. See, this all scriptural. It's all in the word. I done told y'all. Listen, self-help, personal growth and development books, awesome. I read them. But if y'all are not reading the Bible, that is the one for me, then you've got that. Listen, that got to be your number one book. It is a living document. It is nothing that we go through that you can't find in there. You don't know who you are. You don't know how to walk it out. Pick it up. All right. So here's the thing. You got to have violent faith. Well, what's violent faith, Nicole? You just told me don't punch my coworker. Nah, we don't need violence naturally. We're supernatural. You need that violent faith. You need to learn how to get violent in the supernatural, okay? But here's the thing. The only tense that faith can operate in is now. That's why you got to have now faith. Okay. How do you get now faith? You have to have faith in God. See, Trinity. You have to have faith in God. But you also have to have faith in the fact that it will come to pass. You got to have faith in God. And then you got to have faith that what you're speaking will actually happen. Okay. But here's the kicker. Y'all ready for the Trinity part 3? Oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, we don't want to. We're going to make this one 3. Let me do this. Y'all ready for part 3? The third part of this violent faith, you got to have faith in yourself. What do you mean, Nicole? Listen, to have violent faith, you have to have faith in God, because he's giving the instruction. You got to have faith that it's going to come to pass. You got to believe what you're saying is really going to happen. But in it all, you got to have faith in you. And where we drop the ball, we don't have faith in, well, I'm not going to say we. Where I drop the ball, I don't always have faith in me. To have violent faith, you've got to have faith in you. So faith in the tense activates in the now. That's why I say I'm so happy and grateful now. I am so happy and grateful now that I'm a philanthropist, that I am able to submit to the voice of Jehovah God and pour out every place that he instructs me to pour out. All right. I got to have faith in God. Okay. Because I heard God speak it to me. It ain't me just picking something out. See, that's another thing. We can't go out here just spitting stuff out our face. You got to hear, you got to know, you got to have it impressed on you. Okay. Because then it's coming from the Holy Spirit. It's coming from the comforter that was left here with us. So we just not throwing stuff out. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am the one who's going to win the lottery ticket. And I believe it. And I believe in me. Listen, if God ain't speaking to you, then we're not declaring it. Okay. So you find your voice, but your voice got to be lined up, because you got to remember that this journey is predestined and is preordained. So you have to be intentional to figure out your steps that are ordained for today, August 1st. And then you're intentional. Then you have faith in God. When you get that, oh, okay, so this is what I'm supposed to be doing today. So I'm supposed to be on this mindset call today. All right. So God, I am so happy and grateful now that in this call, that you will give me confirmation of what you said about my status of wealth. And by faith, I believe it. It is so. Okay. And then me am intentional to be on the call to hear, to have a spiritual ear to hear. And even if the spirit is blocked, he gonna slap me and he's gonna make it audible for me through the voice of Nicole, through a text, through whatever, and he's gonna confirm his word. And then I'm gonna believe in me. I'm gonna believe in me, that I'm a good steward and I can handle the blessing that is rightfully due to me. Whew. Listen, man, it's 10:26. It's Meal Prep Monday. I want to encourage you today that you are healthy. You are wealthy. You are prosperous. Everything that your hands go to touch, it must, it shall, and it will manifest, prosper, and grow, because you are learning how to roar like the lion. Do it for yourself. It's the month, it's Leo season. All right. Don't hate on the Leo, celebrate them. All right. Every sign got a good side and a bad side. Listen, everybody can tell everybody about a Leo and what they do and their character and their traits. How about let's be like a lion and roar in this Leo season? Okay. Let's be like a lion and let's roar. Let's find our voice. And then let's understand what violent faith is. Once we find our voice, let's stop this. And this is why I tell people all the time, say what you mean and mean what you say. Don't be talking a whole bunch of gibberish. All right. Let your mouth and your words have power and authority. If you a talker, it's like you always selling wolf tickets. Your voice ain't never gonna have any type of power or authority. So say what you mean, what you say. Find your voice. How do you find your voice? You figure out who you are. How do you figure out who you are? You go back to your original DNA. How do you do that? You spend time with Jehovah God. Okay? So then that way, you'll be confident and you'll learn to walk in violent faith. You don't have to be violent on the outside. All right? Ming Lee is real and she'll get jicky with it if she need to. But I stay violent in the spirit. I keep violent faith because I understand that faith, it works, it operates, and it moves in the now. So I need you to understand with faith, have faith in God. Have faith that it will come to pass. But most of all, in this time, learn how to have faith in yourself because you do deserve it. Because when you're stepping out and you're having faith to speak out the things that are already predestined and preordained for you, it is for you. All right? It is for you. You're not looking for purpose. You are purpose. So walk it out. Okay? Walk it out. So I need you to do that. All right? I need you to do that. And in it all, stay in a praise. Stay happy. Stay joyful. Stay high. If anyone's trying to suck that out of you, get them leeches, them life suckers away from you, especially now. The world is dark enough. You have to be intentional to stay light. And if you got Debbie Downers around you, they need, like, beat it, frog. You need to leave. Go on, leap your way away from me. I don't need it because every day's not a good day. All right? So we got to be intentional to stay in this space and this place, and by faith, believe it will come to pass. Okay? So I want you to stay focused. I want you to stay humble. I want you to stay positive. Continue to be the best version of you unapologetically because only you can do it. All right? I am Nicole D. Jones, and I want you to continue to have a fantabulous rest of the day. Smooches.